What's your story?
My name's Tyrell. I don't know how long you got. Um, I can actually, like shorten it a little bit, but like really, my name's Tyrell Jethro. I'm from Warren, Ohio. Born in Warren, Ohio, raised in Youngstown, Ohio.
And where are we at right now?
We in Cleveland. Cleveland. I love Cleveland. I love Cleveland. It's definitely different than my small town. You know what I mean? It's some real people out here. A lot of assholes out here, I think so. But I love Cleveland though, man. For real, it's different. It's way faster. But yeah, man. I'm from Warren, Ohio. I had like five siblings. I had a twin brother. His name was Tyrell. I say was. Yeah, I'll tell you a little later in the story why I say was, but his name was Tyrell, and our nicknames was Boss and Shorty. So my family they call me Boss, and they call him Shorty. I'm only like 5'6.5", 5'7". He's only like 5'1", but I mean, he was only like five. I think I would say like 5'1". He was short, man, but that's why they called him Shorty or whatever. But yeah, man, we grew up like in a system, like in foster care, and that kind of made life. It made life like more challenging. You know what I'm saying? Like it was more difficult. We had like you know we come from like our mom beating us, and like our dad, you know what I mean, abusing us like like not like in like a weird way, but basically just neglecting us. You know what I mean? Like not really caring. Like both of them ended up on drugs, and we ended up getting taken from them. But before we got taken, man, like it was very tragic. Like what would you call it? Like just child abuse. Yeah, hell yeah, it was messed up, bro. And but you know, so yeah, so we got taken at like 8 or so, and went to the system, and we kind of like went our own little paths. We both were bad kids. Like obviously we had to be bad because of our circumstances. Like you are what you like, how you raised. You know what I mean? So you turn out to be um like your parents basically. So shit, that's what we learned when we was growing up. So that's all we knew. So we only knew how to be bad, but my but we turned it out. But eventually, I pretty much like kind of turned the page a little bit. Started doing better, wrestling, football. I was the captain of my wrestling team. I was the captain of my football team. It's like foster care was a good thing. And this time we just wondering like I wonder how our parents are doing. But eventually you start forgetting about your parents, like what they look like, and you just off in this whole nother world, in the system. And so me and my twin started doing really bad. He just started like really acting out, and me, I started playing my sports and just being excelling in them. In Liberty, Ohio. That's where I started in Girard, Ohio. Actually, my sports. It was a foster home in Girard, like a white mom, white dad, white brothers and everything. So that's where we started our. That's where my twin he wrestled with me, and that's where we started sports in Girard. And then moving to Liberty, that was like the last foster home we was in, but that one it was like filled with love. It was church, and we was going to church, doing events. Shout out Miss Cynthia, Mr. Ed, our last foster, foster home or whatever. But man, it get deep, man. Like because my twin actually, how I said, he went the path of like kind of like the mess. You know what I mean? Like the bad grades and yeah, like the bad grades and just like he started running with these emo kids and all that shit, like fucking painting his nails and shit black. Just when you really don't got like family, like the cousins and shit like that, you start like going towards anybody willing to accept you, like friends. So whoever's willing to accept me. If it's a bad friend, you know, I don't know he's really bad shit. I'm doing whatever the fuck he doing, you know. My twin, he went that route. Me too. I was really good at sports, wrestling, but night before I used to go like to the hookah and you know. But how long you wanted to go?
However long you can go, man.
You, man. So yeah, I used to go to the hookah, fucking smoking the hookah, smoking black and out, then go wrestling and you know, I always thinking I was like the good twin, but in all reality, that like I was bad. You know, I think I was bad kind of by like nature, and I learned how to be good. You know what I mean? I learned how to, you know, to just how to be good or how to hide the bad, really. But my twin, he wasn't hiding none of that bad. He was like, you know, he was acting out, man, and you know, eventually. It's just like anybody. I don't want to say that because that is somebody special to me, but also it's very common, you know, with our circumstances to, you know, have one good one and one bad one. Basically, it's very common. It's easy for like a foster kid to be like, you know, when you grow up to be bad. But yeah, man. My twin ended up going to prison and all these different things. I'm 30 years old, by the way. Yeah, I'm 30, man. And my twin, he ended up dying at 26.
Oh man.
From a drug overdose. That you know, I had got sober. And when this dude come out, which is crazy, I guess I will admit to. Now, all right. Now I ain't gonna admit that yet, but. You know, I got sober like right when he, you know, died or whatever, and you know, I was sober for 4 years. So I guess I will fucking admit it, but you know, I don't think death never get easy because you know, I would say it was like a relapse, but in all reality, you know, I started just smoking and drinking, but you know, just thinking about him and just being depressed, you know, just recently. You feel me? But you know, I'm not going like overboard or anything like that. It's kind of like. I do regret, you know, like picking it up again because the shit is crazy, you know, smoking and drinking all the time.
I got about 5%. Give them your info so they can get your story in case this dies on us.
All right, I got you.
Just shout it out.
Yeah.
Shout it out.
Look, listen. My name is Tyrell Jethro on YouTube and on Instagram, The Real Boss Jethro. But yeah, TikTok Tyrell Jethro.
Cool, man. Yeah. You got anything else?
Nah, man. Just you know, just keep fucking going, man. For real, cause
you too, man.
Just keep fucking going.
It was nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you too,
Thanks for doing this for me. You have a great day.
You too.
Remember, everybody, go subscribe to him. All right. Thanks again, man. You have a great day.
You too.